Hello and welcome to Jade Coloring, and today we are doing part 3 of my color along in Fairy and Fantasy 4, and we've been doing this Summer Rain page. We're getting closer to getting it done, and you know, I'm getting closer to doing the part with the rain, and I'm getting a little nervous because I don't know what I'm going to do exactly with the background, but I will figure it out. We have, I got some prismacolors set aside, and I'll probably just start with the leaves, I think. I think I'm going to go in with my darker color, grass green, and just start kind of outlining the leaves and doing some shading. It's a very bright green color. It's a lot more leaves in this little, I guess it's kind of like umbrella type thing than I remember there being too. Let's see if if the color palette I picked out is going to look good. So we'll do grass green, and then we got apple green. And then true green. My main concern for doing this is that doing such bright green colors is I didn't want it to clash with the green color of her outfit, but I think it looks pretty good. I like the brightness of it. You can tone it down with a white Prisma to kind of go in there and blend them all together. Might kind of take a little bit of that stark color away. And I just went over with spring green, just a little bit. Now, I know that's a lot of pencils for one leaf, you know, and then you multiply it times all these other ones, so it's going to be a little bit time consuming, but maybe we can get it done pretty quickly without too much trouble. This is grass green. I'm just kind of taking it along the sides of the leaf and kind of trying to keep that shape that's already drawn in there. Okay, apple green. Just kind of going over grass green with the apple green. Then we have true green. And this is spring green. I'm just going to do a little bit in the center and along the edge of the leaf with the spring green. And then also there's like a section down the middle of the leaf here, and I want to kind of highlight that with spring green. There we go. And let's do a little bit of blending with our white. Take our true green, do a little bit more blending. But I think that's, you know, good enough. I like the way that looks. And you know, if you want to go back in, you can kind of go with a darker green than the grass green here, and outline that section of the leaf if you think it needs a little more. I'm going to outline this little raindrop. I'm just taking grass green and shading the outer areas. A tiny raindrop, so I kind of sharpen the pencil. like it's kind of less defined on the lower part of the leaf. So I'm just kind of doing my best to make sense of it and kind of shade it out a little bit. Okay. Go in with an apple green. Kind of working my way along that grass green and kind of blending those two together. Okay, and then our true green just over top of those two. And a little bit of the spring green along the edges of the leaf and kind of in the center. And I'm just going to blend them together with the white. I'm trying to think. I think I like going like kind of this direction better. Go back in with spring green a little, just to brighten up a few of the areas. Okay, we got one leaf down of so many leaves. Guess we'll do this little one at the top. Okay, we got grass green. This one's a little bit harder to tell, so I'm just kind of making it up as I go. They don't all have to be exactly matching, you know, just as long as we get the colors down. spring green. And our apple green. Then true green. I'm going to try leaving a little bit more of like less in the middle or the center of the greens to kind of see if that comes across more of a highlight. I'm going to take spring green. I feel like I'm saying green so much that I might be not saying it very good. Over along the edge of the leaf. And then we're going to go in with the white. And I do actually like leaving, you know, that clear spot in the center of all the greens to give it more of like a crisp highlight, I guess, or just make it show up a little bit more. I might go back in, touch it up a little with the spring green, the darker of the greens. Okay, now we're going to do some over here. Do some outlining with our grass green. Apple green. And true green. Going to just kind of blend those colors together, going over top apple green and grass green. And I Still want to leave a little bit of this area in the center, not too covered up with that color. Just a tiny bit of it left clean of any color. I'm going to take spring green and go like over the center section here. And then maybe outline a little bit of the edge of the leaf. You could put a little bit in the center. And then I'm going to blend it out with the white Prisma. Okay. It's kind of a awkward angle, so I'm going to kind of turn it this way. Well, maybe I'll keep it. It's a little bit hard to see that way. I can make it work. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this leaf as well, with our greens we have going here. This is grass green. I'm going to start out by outlining the leaf. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm getting it. And I might go back in to do some touching up with like dark green. Just because I want a little bit more separation between this whole bundle of leaves here. Okay, so just keep outlining. This is just to kind of help guide you through, you know, the different sections of the leaves, or this leaf in particular. Well, I might have got a little bit too, but that's okay, too over. I'm going to go ahead and take the spring green and just go over the center part of this leaf. I just want that to show up. So I'm going to go along the edge here with spring green. Oh, no, this is grass green. And just start shading these sections here. little bit more at the little top part here. Apple green. And I'm just going over that grass green and bringing that down further in each little section here. A little bit on the outside of the leaf. A little bit more here. Now I want to go in with the true green and just kind of blending those together, but trying to leave, you know, this section in the middle a little bit clear of any color, or if there's anything kind of real light in the center. I've been having a lot of fun on this page. I think it's super cute. Of course, I always have a lot of fun when I color anything by Christine Caron. They're all just so adorable. And they don't take a terribly amount of time, like long time to do. I mean, if you're not me, I take too long. Let's take our spring green, get a little bit of that kind of along the edge of the leaf. Let's brighten up around the highlight in the center. Just kind of bring it back to life a little bit. Okay, so now go back over that center part. We're going to take the white and just blend them all together, starting in the center and working our way out. I'm using a pretty good amount of pressure, blending these colors together to kind of get that smooth effect. Clear it off a little bit. And you can still just barely make out. I know you won't be able to make out on camera, but there's just a very faint line going across parts of this page, I guess, to represent kind of the falling rain. And you can still actually kind of make that out a little bit. I'm going to take spring green just to kind of play with that lighting a little bit. I'm going to kind of blend the color out a little bit more along the edge of this leaf. All right, we're getting there. Surprisingly, I feel like, I mean, I'm taking forever, but I feel like I'm not taking as long as I could. I think I want to go ahead and do this one over here while I'm thinking of it. I'm gonna get this, gonna take peacock green and then grass green and do this little leaf on the side of her hair here with the flower. I don't know yet what color I want to do the flower, but I'll be thinking on it. I'm thinking I might go for red. Then we're going to go in with grass green. I'm going to take that along the center. Do need to kind of sharpen it. It's a little bit of a smaller leaf there. Okay, so I'm taking this along the center and then going up alongside that edge here. And doing the same kind of to this one. I want to kind of deepen that line in the center and on the ones on the sides, going along the leaf there. And I'm going to take this spring green and kind of work my way around the leaf a little bit. And just blend it out with the white. But I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to go for red with the flower. I don't really know exactly what is going on with her jewelry. Now, I'm guessing maybe it's like some type of berry or something, but I'm not really sure. Honestly, when I look at it, it reminds me of like a cherry. But I'm sure that's not what it is, but I couldn't tell you. Y'all are probably know exactly what it is, and I'm just completely missing the point. I don't know. I do tend to overthink some things when I'm trying to figure out what they are in a coloring page, but I think I'm going to color them red. I don't know. So for now, though, one step at a time, I'm going to finish the bundle of leaves here. I do want to kind of do this, and since I already have this out, we'll do like take the peacock green, and I'm gonna kind of follow these lines across here and outline the sides. Nothing too major, just kind of getting a different kind of green color going here. This is a green apple, and then we'll take spring green along the center, and then white. While I have you zoomed in, I guess we'll do her necklace. I was going to, I guess I'm going to use bronze and kind of going along the edge. With the bronze color, outlining it. Because I wanted it to kind of match her dress, but without being too matching. So I did that, and then go in with this like jade green. I don't know, it might be really silly to do that, but I didn't really know what else to do. I kind of like it. It's a very tiny area to work with. This is true green, and I'm just going to outline this thing here that's hanging off of the necklace. And maybe I'll go in with a little bit of spring green. And this is carmine red. And then I have scarlet. And might as well go in with a little bit of orange. I don't know if these are really cherries, but I like the pop of the red color, so that's what I'm going to use because it kind of matches her kind of face a little bit. I'm outlining it with this scarlet red. And carmine red. And go in with a little bit of orange. And then our white. Blend them together. I think the very first Christine Karen page, maybe not the very first, I want to say, yeah, probably the very first Christine Karen page was the Cherry Fairy that I ever did. And it was like the first one that I really took like a considerable amount of time to finish. It was a lot of fun. I really liked doing that page. That's Scarlet like red, and then this is carmine. And then we have a little bit of orange. And I'm just going to blend it with the white. I think that's the only ones that have the little things on it. So I'm going to go back in with this bronze color. And I don't know, I'm sure I'm really making a mess of this part. This seems more like to be a part of the actual stem thing here, so I don't know, but we'll just kind of wing it, go with it. That's bronze, and then this is jade green. And I'm going to take true green and just kind of color in these little things hanging off of the bracelet. Oh, shoot, I broke that. I've been in a really bad habit of breaking the pencil lead. I might go over her necklace with a little bit of true green. Just to make it match a little bit better. Okay, now that I got completely sidetracked, we're going to finish up this bundle of leaves. I think for the part that's kind of her handle to her little makeshift umbrella here, I'm going to go in with grass green and kind of outline it. And then apple green. And I'm just going to highlight it with the spring green. And then just do the same thing down on this lower part. Take our apple green. And just blend them all together with spring green. Okay. I'm going to finish up the rest of the leaves and we'll move on to the background. Okay, so we're going to be working on the background today, and I don't know really what to do exactly, but I'm going to try and make something work. I don't want it to be too, you know, distracting, because it is kind of just like rain and stuff falling down. So I'm going to go in and start shading with my 20% warm gray and kind of see how that looks. I think I might start with a small section off to the side here and kind of see how I like that, and then maybe continue that throughout the whole page. So I got the 20% gray, and I'm just going to start kind of shading kind of along her hair and in certain areas. And I'll be honest, I really have no idea where this is going. But that's kind of the fun of it sometimes, trying something new and seeing how it works out. It's probably hard to kind of see that gray, but I'm just trying to add some shadow to the area. And then I have a blue violet lake, and I'm just kind of going to go over that warm gray with that blue violet. It's just like a very like soft, almost like, I guess, periwinkle type color, like a blue purple gray color. I hope this turns out. If I completely mess it up, maybe I'll just go in with some paint. I don't know. I'm sure it won't come to that though. This has all in all been a really fun page to do. Of course, you know, Christine Karen, I always do enjoy coloring her pages. I will say I put off some pages if there's like a rainy scene. So maybe after this I can, you know, not use that as an excuse anymore. I'm going for a real subtle wash of color in here because, you know, doing a pencil background is kind of hard enough, so I'm not going to be too picky with how well it comes out. Okay, so I debated going in with like a ultramarine. I don't know if in just certain areas add a little bit more color. I don't really know about that one, but it does kind of add a little bit of a darker color than the blue violet lake. I'm going to go in with cloud blue, just kind of a real, you know, as the name suggests, cloudy blue. And just kind of blending all that together. And then maybe we'll come up with something that would make sense to have kind of in the background on a rainy day. Clear it off a little bit. Maybe I'll go back in with a little bit of warm gray. Blue violet like. I have a thinking that I'm gonna do like still keeping with like the jewelry, the color, and the orange red theme, and color the flower like an orange red color. I might change my mind before it's all said and done with, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm just kind of adding this to it, darkening up that color a little bit. Maybe take a little bit of ultramarine, just a tiny bit of it to the background. And then we'll go in with our cloud blue again and just add like a little even layer over everything. I think I really like that. I think it kind of ties in nicely with all the colors. Scoot a little bit closer. I feel like I'm very far away from the table here. Okay, I promise this is the last pass with the blue violet lake, and then I'll start kind of finishing it up in this section at least, because we don't want to be here all day, because you know it is a pencil background, so it is going to take a minute. But I wanted to try to do one that's, you know, a little simple, if I know the meaning of simple, but just try and, you know, add a little color back here, and then maybe make the raindrops stand out a little bit more, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because it is the summer rain page, so I want that to really kind of be a big part of the page. Okay, so then we're going to go back in with our cloud blue, clean it off a bit. I'm just kind of dragging that back, you know, starting with the edge of the area by her hair and just dragging it toward the middle and blending it all out as best I can. Using a little bit more pressure on this section up here by the flower. I'm debating whether or not I want to go in with the white to kind of blend it all out, or if I like the finished result with this cloud blue. I'm thinking I like the cloud blue. I don't want to lose any more of that color, and going in with a white will really kind of diminish it a little bit. So I'm just going to use this cloud blue with a little bit more pressure, smoothing out the all these colors that we've just laid down. Just going back and forth, kind of alternating directions as I go. Okay. Now I want to see it all together. So we're going to go ahead and do these few raindrops here. I have true blue, light aqua, and a white. So I'm going to take the true blue and just kind of lightly do that line there, and maybe take the white kind of over it. I just want it to be kind of faint, just the slight suggestion of that, kind of, because you know she has them drawn out here of that line. And then I'm going to outline the drop with true blue. And then maybe go in with light aqua. And then blend them out with the white. And do a little bit of touching up with the true blue. I think that looks okay. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go along. She's got a little drop coming down over here off her ear. So I'm just going to try and do the same thing with the light aqua and the true blue. And then do some blending with the white. And then one right here. Maybe I'll get better as I go along. And then blend it out with the white color. Okay. It's definitely a start. I think that's what I'm gonna do for the whole thing. I'm probably not gonna go all the way to the edge of the page. I'm gonna kind of sketch out a line here so that way I know kind of where I want to stop. I'm gonna take, oh, wrong way. Okay, I'm going to take this folder here that I have, and we're just going to lightly draw a line out, so that way I kind of have an idea of where I want to stop, just very lightly. So I kind of know I want to take my background that far, and you probably can't even see the line that I drew, but and I'll probably not go all the way up here either. Just to give me a rough idea. Of a stopping point. I'll probably go a little bit higher up actually. I might kind of, I don't want to go past her dress thing here. So just gonna kind of stop up there, I guess. And I'll do some erasing too, to erase that line. Okay, we're going to work on this section down here by her arm, and I'm going in with my warm gray and just kind of adding deeper shadows over here by her, like under her arm and around the side. And I'm not going to go all the way down. I'm probably going to stop about here with it. Or maybe a little bit lower. Probably stop about here. I didn't do a very good job figuring that out. But I'm just going to go all around here, adding a little bit of warm gray. Then going with a little bit of ultramarine. Just in kind of no particular spot. I just want to add a little bit of that color into the background here. Mainly around the edges. And then our blue violet lake. Just adding this over the ultramarine and the 20% warm gray. Then I'm going to go just adding a very light layer of this color in the center. Just blending all those together. Okay, so then I have cloud blue, and I'm going to kind of continue to blend with that light blue color. Go back in a little bit with our blue violet lake. Just doing a little bit more shading. Okay, so I'm gonna try and blend it all out with the cloud blue. And we're just gonna start up here, working our way down. Might have been a little too heavy on the ultramarine right here, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, I think that's good enough. It's not perfect, but I did get a little bit, I didn't take as much time as I did up here on blending the all the colors together, but I think it looks pretty good. This is a true blue. I'm just kind of outlining these raindrops. Light aqua. to take our white and blend them together. Okay, guess we'll continue to do this section here. I'm going to take the warm gray, 20%, and just start kind of lightly shading some of these areas. I'm not going all the way to the edge of the page, so I'm just going to run the 20% warm gray along the side here. And then this is Blue Violet Lake, and I'm just going to do the same thing but with this color and taking it a little bit further in. Okay, we're going to be working on the background today. Hopefully I will make some progress with it. I have kind of got a little sidetracked as far as this project went. I went on vacation and then I got sick, so I ended up kind of pushing this to the side for a little while, but I'm hoping to get it done this month. So Sorry for the delay, but we're working on the background. I'm not doing anything too fancy. I'm just gonna go with a very light wash of like a blue-gray color. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. I don't know if it'll work out, but I'm gonna try. And I'm not going all the way to the edge of the page. I've just kind of roughly drawn out kind of a guideline to where I want to stop. And I have 20% warm gray, blue violet lake, cloud blue, and ultramarine. And just going to try to incorporate these colors in this background, and we'll see how it goes. This is the 20% warm gray, and I'm just going to kind of add this for like an extra shadow because it is like a rainy day, so I thought maybe we'd make it a little bit darker around the edges. Just to add a little bit of shading. I really was honestly very apprehensive about starting the background on this page, but I feel like it's not finished. It just felt a little too incomplete to leave it blank, so I'm gonna try my best. And I'm not using a whole lot of pressure, just doing a light layer of gray. I'm just slightly gonna frame it out with the gray. I'm actually really pleased with how this is turned out so far. I really like her hair and the way her skin turned out. I just hope I don't mess it up with whatever I'm doing for the background, because there's a strong possibility that I might. The using pencils for a background takes a lot of patience. I feel like it needs a good amount of layers for it to look good. You don't have to use a whole lot of pencils necessarily, but I think it really makes it look, if you take your time and kind of use several layers, I guess is what I'm trying to say, then it might look a little more richer of color and easier to smooth out in the long run. But I don't know if I really want to spend that much time on this, so we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with ultramarine. I'm not going to add a whole lot of this, but I did want to kind of brighten it up a little bit more. I felt like it needed just a little bit more pop of color to kind of make it, I don't know, look a little bit better, I guess. And I'm just kind of going to work my way around these sections using kind of the side of the pencil. Nothing too serious. I'm I'm going to work on this small section here. Better not forget to do those leaves. I'm sure I won't, but I've done stuff like that before. I finished a page and then I'll be like, you know, happy. I'm like, oh, I'm finally done. And then I'll look and I'll be like, oh no, I didn't do this whole little section here. Okay, I think that's enough ultramarine right there. I'm going to go in with my blue violet lake color. I'm just going to continue with blending those colors, the gray and the ultramarine together, just to kind of make them kind of blend together and maybe make sense a little bit on this page. But if you don't want to, you know, fuss with this background, because I totally understand that this is a lot of work, you can do anything you want. Use the acrylic paint. I really like the Folk Art brand. It's got really good coverage, and there is distressed inks. I like the distressed ink oxides a lot. But I feel like not everyone has that on hand, so I thought I would just keep going with the Prismacolors and see how it would turn out with just using the pencils. So I feel like I'm getting it all over her hand there. I was hoping it would rain today while I was at work, but it did for like a second and then it kind of stopped raining. It's been really hot and dry here lately. Okay, so then we have our cloud blue, and this is what I'm going to use to try and blend all these colors out together and make it a little bit smoother. So I think I'm just going to start around the edges and then work my way out toward the edge of the paper. So I'm taking the cloud blue and working my way out, and you can kind of make sure there's no shavings laying over top. Yeah, I'm gonna have to touch up her hands there. I've really been getting a little sloppy with that part. Okay. Problem with taking several attempts to finish a background is that maybe when you first do it, like when I first started, it was this section here. I was really liking that, but I feel like somehow when I go back to do using the same colors, I just kind of don't do it the same way. I don't know, just something doesn't work out as well. But that could happen whether you go back after several weeks or if you are even just moving to a different section on the page. But I think it's still working out okay though. That'll be okay. So I'm going to take the blue violet lake and I'm going to work on this part. I'm going to try to do it a little bit more like I did this part, but I know I probably should go back and watch what I did, but in the first place. I think I'm going to try to use less. And the problem is too, when you're covering a larger area, also, you know, this one's kind of contained, but the shading kind of works differently in bigger areas, so it might be a little hard to capture, you know, how you did a little section in a bigger section. They'll be pretty different. I think that's a lot better. And maybe in the first place I did take white and kind of blend that out and used a little bit less of the blue color than I did in this part, but I think it looks good still. Okay, so we just need to work on this section up here. Okay, I needed a break from the background. It's not really working like I want it to. It's okay. I just am having a lot of trouble blending the colors together on this paper. It is like an Amazon printed book, and this is a little bit of a better quality paper for Amazon printed, but I'm still having a hard time with it. So we're going to take a break and we're going to work on some of the raindrops. I have peacock blue and light aqua, and I kind of want to sharpen these up because these are really small raindrops. So I'm going to go in with this. And kind of outline the raindrop. And then maybe go in with the light aqua. And then I'm going to blend them together with the white Prisma. And some of the raindrops are pretty faint from coloring over them, so it might be hard to make them out on camera. Oh, every time. I don't even use that much pressure, but somehow I always manage to break the freshly sharpened pencil. And there's like kind of lines that are kind of faintly visible also. I'm just kind of lightly going over those with the light aqua. speaking of rain, it looks like it's about to rain here. If it starts thundering, my dogs will start barking. And if you want those lines to be a little bit kind of blended out, you can go in with your cloud blue. If you wanted to kind of go in and shade over the like rain lines like that are running through here, you could go in with your cloud blue to kind of blend those out a little bit if it's possible. This paper is really giving me trouble. I just probably should have, I don't know, the light blues are kind of hard to blend sometimes. I've found in my case, I don't work well with them. So I may have should have went with a different option for the background, but I'm just gonna keep working on it. I think I'm gonna work on this like raindrop that's hanging down from her chin. And then going in with the white. Then this is the peacock blue. And light aqua. Got one in her hair. Okay, then she has some on her hand here. They're just kind of all over the place along this page, so just going to continue with the peacock blue, the light aqua, and the white, and then just kind of blending them together as best you can in such a small space, because these raindrops are getting pretty tiny. See, there's one right here. See here, so on the hunt for the raindrops. Okay, we did the ones here, and she's got some, I missed one down here. I'm gonna wait to do these until I've worked on the background a little more, but we can do these ones on the leaves. One here on her shoulder. Okay, I think I did all the ones that we can work on. And I want to color her flower. Orange, permanent red, and crimson red. So I'm going to go in with crimson red and just kind of start outlining the petal. And then permanent red. Then maybe orange in the center. And then once you kind of have those basic colors laid out, you can go in and kind of do a little more shading if you feel like it needs like a little more crimson red or permanent red. And permanent red. And then go in with the orange just in the very center. And then I'm going to take the white Prisma and kind of blend those together. And you can go back in and add a little bit more crimson red to darken up the shading. I'm just going to do that same thing to all the different petals here. Okay, I like how that flower is turning out. And I think I'm going to keep the orange and maybe go in with like the gold color and maybe jasmine. I don't know, I'm making it up as I go. So I'm going to go in with this gold color and just kind of add that along the edges of this flower, and then go in with the orange and go over that, and then just over top go in with jasmine. And I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do for that one. And I like that it matches her jewelry. I feel like I need to outline those a little bit. I'm going to go in with the crimson red and just kind of add a little bit more of this around these. I guess they're cherries, I don't know. Okay, so we got that done. Now we're going to work on these leaves down here. I don't want them to match her dress too much, so I'm going to continue to add the bright green to these. And I want to keep it simple. And they are kind of different shapes, but I'm probably still going to just color them mainly the same color as I colored like the leaf umbrella. I missed a raindrop down there. So I'm going to start with grass green and just start outlining this leaf in the areas that I think that it would be a little bit darker. Then we have apple green. I'm just kind of going all over the main parts of the leaf with this. And you can go back in and shade a little more with your grass green. And then the final color I like to use most of the time is spring green. I just like kind of smoothing it all out. And I got grass green. Apple green. I want to darken up a little bit of this edge here, and this is marine green. And then I'm going to go in with spring green and just blend them all together. I'm just going to do the same for these other couple of leaves. Take our apple green. Oh wait, that's not apple green. Now we'll take apple green. And then spring green. I'm going to take this marine green to kind of darken up underneath this leaf, make it look like they're a little bit more separated. go over this with the green, the grass green. And just take my grass green trying to follow the shading that Christine Karen's already kind of drawn out for us. And apple green over that. And spring green to kind of blend all those together. And I'll take this marine green and kind of shade around this part here where the two leaves meet. And then go over that with the grass green. Alright, so those leaves are done. There's a couple raindrops down here, so I'm just going to go over those real quick with my peacock blue, light aqua, and white Prisma. Okay, so now all we have to do is the background. I'm going to try my best with that, but before I do that, I'm going to just do a little bit of touch-ups. Just some things that I've noticed. I have nectar, and I'm just going to kind of darken up a few areas that I feel need a little extra blending. Or smoothing out. And this is not necessary, you know, I just noticed maybe a few spots where kind of when I did her skin, I wasn't quite done with the rest of the page. Like I didn't have anything colored, so I feel like there's a few spots that are missing a little bit of pencil. Like around her dress area and the straps and stuff. So we're just taking care of a few of those areas. I did mess up her hand a little bit, getting a little bit of the background on there. Just gonna go over a few spots. Okay, I think that'll do for her skin. And I'm gonna go in with a well-sharpened black pencil. And this is the scariest part for me. I don't know why. I don't like doing eyelashes. So I'm just gonna kind of outline what's already there as best I can, because some of it got a little bit covered up when we were doing her eyelids. So I'm gonna try my best to kind of add to those without ruining the page. Okay, that's good enough. I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so we're going to be working on the background again, and I'm just going to be using Blue Violet Lake, Ultramarine, Cloud Blue, and 20% gray, and then maybe a white Prismacolor. I went back and watched what I did in this section, so I think I have a little bit of a better idea of how to go about the rest of the page. But I think I'm just going to get through it real quick, and that way we can, you know, move on from this page. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get started on that. Okay guys, I finally finished this page. It was definitely a long one, I won't lie. I really struggled with the background. I don't know, it just didn't turn out how I imagined it. I'm sure I could have went a lot of easier routes, as far as using different mediums other than pencils to finish this background, but I still think that it's a very cute page, and I had a whole lot of fun coloring the little fairy. And so, the fact that the background may have been a little bit of a hard one to do, it's still, I think, worth it. It was still really fun, and I hope that the background situation wasn't too confusing. I kind of just tried my best to do that, and so yeah, finally finished it. I'm really excited. And if you made it to the end of this video or this whole color along, I hope you enjoyed it, and because I know I enjoyed coloring it for y'all. But definitely not going to be the last page I do in this book. There are a lot of really cute ones, and I really am looking forward to starting more pages in this Christine Caron book. But yeah, super cute. And I guess that's it for this color along. Thank y'all. Bye.